Hey everyone, welcome to Divine Bliss Twin Flame Union with Shannon Lynn. So we are here today to bring forward another tool from our second workbook, My Spiritual Attractive Factor Toolbox here today. So I hope you guys are really enjoying the materials. I always love coming on board here, bringing all of these materials and also any energies that are needing to come forward for the Twin Flame Collective energies, as well as, for Twin Flame Union, for our twin flame counterparts, for the masses, whatever the divine wants to bring forward here. I'm always on board for whatever information and guidance they want to bring forward. So today they wanted to bring forward another tool from, like I said, the My Spiritual Attractive Factor workbook. So we're gonna just jump right on into that, and then we'll jump on into a quick card reading from there. Can't talk today. From the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and also the archetype cards one is Call Up Buren Reads, and the other is Carolyn Misses cards. So here we go. So our next discernment tool is Sizzling Walks. Discernment tools. In the sixth discernment, we have tools which work on the inner disguises of your souls here. Coming home at times may not feel that familiar to some or many of you, but just do know that we are all here for you at all times. It just may be that many or all just may not know it yet, but it is coming. Your day of reckoning is coming to be. While it is true that you each are here to and for one another in the helping of each other, it is also extremely true that we each are here to and for ourselves in this matter as well. So just do know that when you turn down a different direction than, say, your brethren does, just do know that that just may not be his, her path or journey or direction in which to take or to go down, right? Does that make any sense to the each and the all of you here now? Does it? Well, what we are trying to explain or to get across to the each here, to each of you here, is that this is in God's will for us to be, do, and have, in which we all intend for ourselves and all others in this. But again, never at the expense of you yourself, nor at the expense of another human being as well. Right? Right. Okay, so where all of this does then come into play for you, so to speak, is in the being and doing of what is right for each of us from within our individual interior guidance systems, simply because it is so. This is the perfect way that God intended to be. So just how could it be anything but perfect in and of God? Just how? We do not understand up here just in how you could or can possibly think or believe that this is not what God intends for each and every one of us, always, is to be the best that we can all possibly be, and to then take guided actions from within us into the now of our lives here today and always. Makes complete and utter sense to us up here. So how in the world does this not make sense there to all of you? We need to know this and to understand in all of this so that we can help all of you into the directions of your dreams here, in the understanding that this is all but here for you. Once you step up to the plate and desire it to be so, then in this, take the guided actions from within you at this point in time, always. Then and only then can all of this ever come to be here then. Do you understand in all of this, that once you then begin to believe, and then in this to take the guided actions as directed from God above, just how in this could this ever be the wrong directions in which to take? Utterly impossible, right? Right. This is the peace, the light, and the way. It's possibly the most profound piece of literature or writing that you may ever come across, for it truly is profound in its thinking, meaning that which you think and act upon totally comes to be, dependent upon how you think, act, and react accordingly, according to the profound thinking, being, and doing that does then come from within you. according to your individual thoughts, words, and the deeds that come into play, or into the process of creation, or into the process of creation as we all now know it to be, or more simply put, will be knowing it to be very, very soon here now. Very, very soon here now. Amen. This is the peace, the light, and the way from within you, now and forever. Amen. Peace, love, and light to all. Blessings come in many different sizes and disguises, for that matter. Meaning that until you are sure why something is coming unto you, you shoo it away from you. Not until or if you then believe or see it to come to be here in your now happiness section of your life, do you then allow for it to all come to be. Do you know what we are all saying here is to once firstly believe that all things that are coming to you are for the good of all. And that will be. Only once you firstly believe and then take the guided actions or steps in this to be. Do you understand? To take these steps as guided from within you in this is only the first step. What you must do and to go from there is in your actions from within you, firstly, and then on out into your outer world here today. Now this is in how creation or worlds or dreams are born into. Believe this and it is so. It just is. This is the peace, love, and light, and the light from within you also here now. Amen. Just once, take the steps as guided to you from within, and you will then see all of this to come to be from within and without, into your now outer worlds here today, as the creations of your dreams here, within and without. Amen. Then I asked, as I was channeling the book, do you have anything further to add here in the process of sizzling walks, or can you simplify why you added this specific content? Yes, Shannon. We wanted everyone to be clear on the whys and hows, and even the whos for that matter, meaning that what we have given here is clear and concise details as to why and how the process works, and the steps to take to create or to make this all come to be here now. And in this is where we begin to see some or all of you begin to falter. Let's just say in the areas of, just how am I going to accomplish this from within all of this? And we just say to all of you here now, just begin. That is all that you have to do, is to begin somewhere. And begin in this, to just take the baby steps. But we can assure you that in this baby stepping, you are indeed taking some form of guided actions here. Because you were brought here for a reason, at this time and this place. This action performance here. And that was in taking all of these guided actions here and to run them all the way to the bank, so to speak. And that is in the believing and of the doing. Just meaning to be and to do is to take the actions within. And once you begin to do this, you will then see that all of this is more than doable from within you. Just once you take the ball and decide to run with it. You can do this. You know you can. Somewhere deep inside of you, there is a hero and a game changer. And this person or individual is you. More simply put is the fact that all you have to do is to work on this. Meaning to just begin to take the guided steps and actions here. That's it. Just how simple is that, really? It doesn't get any simpler than that now, does it? Take a chance. Really. What have you got to lose? Except maybe the crummy life you are now living. And to give it up for what? The best life you could have ever possibly imagined? Imagine that life here, now. And then just step into it. It really is that simple. Just to do it. And to do it here, now. Peace, love, and light to all here, now. Truth and love always will light the way. Always has and always will for you. Here, now, and always. Amen. And then they went on. This was a long one. Oh, P.S. Let's address Shannon's concern here on why we use sizzling walks for a heading. Let's just say here now that Shannon is a concerned individual, that you get all of the information that you all need here in this to succeed in ways that you or she never dreamed even possible. But she's seen it come to be from within her own life here now. And in this, the skies have turned her deepest shades of blue, and the butterflies and the rainbows swoop about within her life. And she is so deeply grateful to us all for giving her the opportunity to serve the world with these works of ours, that she has been granted the title of success leader, so that she can show you all just how she did it too, so that you will feel more at ease understanding that someone just like you could do this. So that makes this all more than possible for you to step up and to do this too. She is here as a helper within these works here, and she couldn't be more proud of the materials being presented here. She has worked very hard to make this a complete success for everyone here today, and wishes, wants, and needs for all to become as happy from within these materials as she too so has. Meaning that she is ready here, hook, line, and sinker, to step up and to be and to do this for all of you. To become the kings and queens from within your very own worlds here today, as the famous beings you were all brought here to be and to do, from within your very own lives here today, now and always. Amen. Oh, sizzling walks. Just beware, as Shannon has too, that not all individuals are going to be on the same wavelength or the same page here as you two are from within your lifetime here. So sometimes you are going to feel like your pants are on fire here. I could feel humor in the statement here, simply because others have not become to this specific place of understanding here yet. But we are working on it. We, as well as you all, are working to create and to make this world of ours a better place in which to live and to thrive. Peace be to all. Okay, I hope you guys have enjoyed that. I love bringing forward these materials. That was just another tool for the each and the all of us from the discernments within us. Our next video is going to be on a card reading. And our following video from there will be on the next tool, which will be White Knight's Shadows, the discernment of others' focus for us, and that's a very interesting tool as well coming forward. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that. Let's jump right on into the reading, because a lot of times the divine wants to bring forward further discernment for us from within this reading here, this particular card reading, this particular video here I'm hearing. And so let's bring forward whatever the divine wants to bring forward for the each and the all of us from within the True Twin Flame Collective of Energies, for our True Twin Flame counterparts, as well as for the masses here as well, because the True Twin Flame Collective of Energies is being brought forward from within the creation series of materials here as our true Twin Flame self-masters, or in the masteries of, they're saying, the true Twin Flame self-masteries of, and or the masses, the self-mastery of the masses, or from within the masses here, they're saying. So the first card that jumped out is Orphaned. Okay, we're going to grab one more card from within this deck here. See what the divine has to bring forward for us. And then we're going to grab a couple of cards from Carolyn Mrs. archetype cards. So Orphaned is our first, and our second is Higher Power. Orphaned and Higher Power, 5 and 4. All right, let's grab a couple from Carolyn Mrs. archetype cards and go from there. This is quite a large deck. Sure is a difference in sizes of decks I've found. Got a couple of new decks last week sometime that are very, very sticky. I'm finding it hard to use them. They're really wanting to stick together. Ooh, this one here was jumping out on us. Fool. Fool. The light attributes of the Fool are fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. Our shadow attributes are, the Fool's shadow attributes are using humor to wound rather than liberate, and denial of your emotional truth. So we're bringing that forward. And one more for the true twin flame collective of energies, the masses, our true twin flame counterparts, whatever the divine has for information and guidance to bring us forward on our process here. Bully, light attributes, highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. And shadow attribute, conceals deep fears being verbal or conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. Okay, awesome. Bottom of the deck is addict. Oh, they're bringing a lot of things forward for us here. Light attribute helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior, as well as our shadow attributes of the addict is compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. All right, so let's jump right on into the reading. So we received orphaned, a higher power, fool, bully, and addict. And we're just going to ask the divine to show us what is coming forward from within all of this. So now that we are here processing the true light of the Lord from deep within us here, they're saying, as well as our own true processes of, once we've gone down deep within us to be and to do and to have a soul, they're saying, well, then only from there will you learn your own true ways of the West from deep within you, from within these deeper understandings, as you come forth as more, they're saying, as you expand up and on into just so much more, you come forward as just that much more from within these deeper knowings, these higher ways of knowingness, as they're saying, to then become just that much more from within that. So these ways of beingness is in which used to like hinder your life, these different ways of beingnesses that no longer serve the person you've become, they're saying, are coming forward to and for you, like from within your own higher powers of, they're saying, to then be released on into the oblivions of, they're saying, because they no longer serve the person you've become. And so now you're letting go, because from within this true discernment or discernments of, they're saying, you are coming into these higher, grander perspectives of, these knowings of, these ways of beingnesses of, which then like bring you up and on forward into just so much more from within these knowings of, to each your owns, they're saying, you know, these ways of beingnesses which no longer serve the person you've become. Like these different ways of beingnesses are being brought forward, they're being shown to you, they're being guided to you from deep within you. You're being shown the true light of the Lord, the true lights of the Lord from deep within you, from within these own true processings of, they're saying, to then release these ways of beingnesses in which no longer serve the person you become. Because now you know better. Now you know better as this higher, grander perspective of, or these ways of beingnesses of, you know your own true ways of the West just that much better here now too as well, they're saying, from within your own true twin flame journeys here of, they're saying. So come forward is just that much more from within your own true knowings of, your own true ways of beingnesses of, they're saying. Like they all come to be, these deeper knowings come to be from deep within you as you keep going within for more and more and more and more, and letting go of all of these different ways of beingnesses which no longer serve the person you've become and or are becoming here, they're saying, because now you know better. They're just like, now you know better. And now you know that all of these different ways of the West, they're no longer serving the person you've become. Like, that's not who you are anymore. You're now coming up and on into just so much more from within your own true higher powers of, from within your own true source activations of, as these true keepers of the light, they're saying, because now as you've jumped up and on into your own true twin flame journeys here and have gone within to be and to do so as here, they're saying, and are now taking the steppings from deep within you as to what and whom is right and true for you to come up and on into your own true and perfect unions here from deep within you, you know, as you are being, you know, like sacredly and divinely guided to be and to do from there, they're saying, you know, as from within your own true twin flame collective of energies. These different ways of beingness are coming forward for you in much, much better, deeper, more meaningful ways now, they're saying. As you release the shadow attributes, you release the shadow attributes, and now you're coming forward towards and up and on into like the light ways of your beingness of, they're saying. And then and only then will you know each of your own true ways of the West from deep within you, from this much higher, grander perspectives of, they're saying, from these different higher powers of, these different ways of beingness of, because you've expanded up and on into just so much more from there, from that, they're saying. So now to each your owns only comes to be from there, from that, because now you're seeing, being, and doing, and having from within this much grander, higher perspective and or ways of beingness. And so like your own true lights of the Lord have expanded up and on into just so much more, so much more, so much more from within each of these materials here now today, they're saying. So just keep coming up and on into just more and more and more and more from there, and expand up and on into just so much more and more and more from there now too as well, they're saying. And then and only then will you know all of your own true ways of the West, to then be in the expansions of just so much more from there, up and on into true twin flame unions from there now too as well. As to each your owns guide you to be and to do from there, from within the each of yous here now today as well, they're saying, to now as well. So come forward as just that much more to then reach your own true pinnacle peaks of successes. Now they're here now to then as well, they're saying, because then and only then have you like expanded from where you were up and on into who you've become. From there, they're saying, wow. It reminds me of a book that is being still written. It started, I don't know how many years ago now. It's probably, I don't know, I'm thinking like 7 years ago now. We started a book called Ana La Vida. Be true to yourself and life will hand you all that you could have ever dreamed possible. And there are some things that I find resonate from within my own life here. Also from within past life regressions, past lives from within that book that's coming forward. But we got up to about, I don't know, it was chapter 11 or something. And all of a sudden, they gave me the outline of all the chapters. There's like 22 or 23 chapters in the book. And they gave me the outline of all of the chapters of the book and all of the titles of the chapters from within that book. But we got to like that specific chapter, finished that chapter, and it was like, that's it for now. So the gist of it all that I got from within that is that it was, and they divided it into 3 different sections. It was whom she was, no, it was something like whom she is, the woman she is, no, something she is, the girl she was, and the woman she became, or something like that. I can't even remember exactly what it was now, but it was like whom she was, whom she is, whom she was, and whom she became. Whom she is in this lifetime, whom she was in a past lifetime, and whom she became from within this lifetime, from within the expansions of all of this. And so it's quite a book that is going to be a very cool book coming forward, and it's about, she goes back in time, I guess, was it early in her life? You know, it's been so long that it was channeled that I almost forget the bits and pieces of it, but of course I remember the gist of it all. But they bring forward also her spirit guide comes forward from within the book with different teachings from within it as well. So I don't know why I was bringing that forward for all you, but for some reason it sparked a thought from within my processes here to bring forward for you that we're all here in the expansions of just that much more. So like it's almost like, you know, the journey isn't over. It's like we're just beginning upon our own journeys here. We've come up and on into what we have here now, and now we're here in the expansions of just so much more. So like, get ready for more, they're saying, because, you know, there's so much more to come yet. There's so much more to come yet. The person she became, that's what it was. The woman, they're saying, it was the woman she is, the child she was, and the person she became. So very cool book. Anyways, that is going to be coming forward. I don't know when, somewhere down the line. And the gist of it all I got was that I needed to live some of it more. Before the rest of the book came forward, I needed to be here in the livings of some of that before the rest of that book would come forward. So I guess that's where I wanted to go to from within. They wanted to bring forward the actual, so I'm glad they did that for us all. So now you know that it's all a process. Trust in the process, because to each our own processes are completely different from one another's here. And so just to know that everyone is on their own. And so you can't ask a person, any specific person I'm hearing, what their process is and go down that exact same process that they did as a true twin flame, because their process is their own, each individually, as yours is here now as well, they're saying. So just do know that we each are our own true processors, they're saying. We each are our own truth, lights, and ways from deep within us. And of course, then from there, our journeys are our owns, they're saying. So to each your owns, to each their owns, they're reiterating. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading. I think we're just going to cut it short from there. So have a spectacular week or weekend. I'm not sure exactly when this is being posted. But please remember to share, like, and subscribe to anyone you believe can be in the expansions of just so much more from within the each and the all of these materials here now too, they're saying. Because this is coming forward to and for the betterment of the alls from within the true twin flame counterparts, as well as the true twin flame, of course, collective of energies, as well as for the masses here now too as well. We are here now coming forward as this true twin flame collective of energies to and for the betterment of the alls, to show all others just how to do the same, they're saying. How to be and to do and to have as that, they're saying. As these true light source activations of, they're saying. So from within this true twin flame energetic, these energetic ways of beingness, as these energetic light posts, these different ways of beingness, whom we've expanded up and on into just so much more from within, from there, they're saying. So peace be with all, love and light to all, and we'll be here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. See you again here very soon. Bye for now.